Well, celebrating Earth Day this month has got our minds on some very interesting companies that are out there. Security Matters is an Israeli company that actually has the technology to be able to detect how many times an object has been recycled. H. Alon joins me now from a hotel in Tokyo. It's just amazing what technology can do. How are you? You are the CEO of this exciting company.
Good morning. Yes, it is very exciting. This Jeep can do not only the loop count, but also demonstrate in the most secure and transparent way the amount of recycled content. We call this ability giving materials memory.
Interesting. Giving materials memory. I've never heard of this. So tell me, we know things like plastics, they're so bad for the environment, but quite frankly, they're here to stay. When you look into a object's memory, how many times might it have been recycled? What is possible?
So, what is possible from our point of view is to do it in an endless way. And you stated rightly so, plastic is here to stay. Humankind, as we know it, in order to maintain food security, in order to maintain the quality of life, needs plastics. What we provide is the ability to live with plastics as a constant factor and using it again and again and again by being able to know when we mark it at virgin stage and we mark it again at waste, what's the origin of the plastic, what's the type of the plastic, and how many times we are able to use it.
It's super interesting, isn't it? I mean, if we have these materials on the planet and they're here to stay, why not reuse them? There's a term that I'm not so familiar with in recycling, though, but it's called, how clean is your recycling? What does that mean exactly to you?
That means that we're able to provide higher rates of plastic sorting because the effect of giving materials memory stays from the virgin stage to the product stage to the waste stage. We're able to create a smarter and more efficient sorting, to create a system that grades and certifies the plastic, and therefore the waste stream will be cleaner and more efficient to be used by the companies.
This is very interesting, H, honestly. The company is called Security Matters. You're based in Israel. Right now, you're in Tokyo. It's actually the middle of the night, so thank you for joining us here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, as you know, we host millions of visitors around the globe every year. So how might some of the technology that you're using today benefit us here locally?
We provide the ability of local manufacturers, local retailers, and local waste management companies to cooperate. Because what we create is a platform that unites the physical world and the digital world, and therefore the data is for who consumed, how, and where the plastic can be shared when everybody can keep its commercial and proprietary data. So we create a language that all plastic users, all plastic producers can cooperate to use plastic more than once, also on regional basis. And this is the promise that we are enabled to provide.
Very interesting. Real quick before we go, we've covered the topic of plastic. Could we talk about textile waste? Because I've heard more and more conversations about this. In fact, textile waste, unfortunately, it's expected to rise, but the fashion industry is creating millions of tons of waste each year. What are your thoughts on that?
Our thoughts about that for our point of view, plastic is also everything that's related to the fashion industry. We're working with some of the leading brands, and I believe the fashion brands are all very conscious and very aware of that, and they will create new lines of clothes that use recycled materials and clothes that can be used at material level more than once. I think we are going to see it at the near future.
Well, these systems, these materials, there's going to have to be some challenge if we're ever going to make change. From Security Matters, H, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to tell people where they can learn more about your company. In fact, the website right now is up on your screen. Take care, my friend.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. And as we like to say, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Thank you very much.